Welcome back to a new installment of The Onus is on us, and indeed, The Onus is on us. I've been recording a lot of content lately, but I've been struggling on, what approach that I would want to take, how I want to release or produce the footage or the content altogether. I don't want to take an ordinary approach to where everybody is doing the same thing, and I don't want to take the same angle or the same lane that everyone is doing. But, luckily enough today, an idea dawned upon me, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. So I'm going to start a new series of videos today, just showing my play style, the way I like to play, the way I like to take my time and pick my spots. I'm playing against a novice player. I don't like to lie. I don't like to sugarcoat it. I love to be transparent. I like to be honest about everything. But the fact is, this is still good teaching tape. This is still a good 101 per se. So I'm going to take you through the buckets, take you through the moments, and do my best to try to convey or express what I'm doing on the court and try to, narrate or explain to, someone this is edutainment. This is something I've mentioned. This is the whole premise of my channel. So no further ado, let's get into it. First off, apologies for my setup. As you can imagine, I'm using my personal phone. I'm doing the best I can. So the angle is going to be a little weird, but, doing the best I can. All right, so if you've been paying attention on this possession here, all I did was give my defender a series of in and out dribbles. And if you ask me, I think the in and out dribble is my favorite dribble move because it keeps the defender honest. The defender doesn't know whether I'm going to get aggressive and begin my charge to the rack and try to get a layup or inside bucket, or the defender doesn't know if I'm going to go ahead and take that ball and put it in my shooting pocket and just go on and shoot. On this possession here, I'm just taking a rebound and sprinting to the three-point line, knowing that my defender is tired. When I get to my spot, I'm making sure I'm landing on my pivot and I'm turning. This is all one motion. I don't play around. You want to play as if this is an organized game of basketball and you got a defender closing out. It's going to be the same for me. I don't care who I'm playing against. I'm going to play the same. And, The speeds will vary in this video. Don't want it being long and drawn out. This is self-explanatory. As you can see right here, this is another thing I love to do is keep that defender on my hip. As you see, I'm not letting him speed me up. I'm taking my time, and when I got him on my hip, he's at my mercy. And on the ensuing possession, once again, just taking my time, getting to my spot. This time I finally see he wants to step up, but I still want to shoot. And I just give him a little aggressive move, make him feel like I'm going to the rack, and just give him another step back. Step back all day long. And as you see, something I already did earlier in the game, same thing again. Get the rebound, sprint to the three-point line, turn around and shoot. Land on that pivot foot and turn all in one motion, get it up. Self-explanatory, pound, dribble, side step, splash. And on the ensuing possession, since I've been doing most of my damage, most of my work on the right side of the court, and that's for a purpose, obviously, because my camera is right there, I decided to switch it up, and I took him to another spot of the court, took him to the left side, but unintentionally, I didn't get any of the work into this shot, but it's okay. I did score, and I know I was able to catch him off guard because I'm so right-hand dominant. I just switched it up on him, and I took him to another spot. I like to feel like the entire court is my spot, though. And typically, I edit out all the misses from me and my opponent. But right here, I wanted to show proper teaching tape on how to box out and rebound, even if your opponent is more athletic, more agile, whatever you may have you. Once you put your opponent on your backside and once the ball it comes off the rim and it's in the air, I would like to believe that it's not a 50-50 chance anymore. You're more prone to get the ball because the opponent has to get around you to get the ball. The last shot was like from NBA range just to get you up to speed. And that shot here, I just don't understand why a lot of defenders just love to sag. So I'm going to take what you give me every time I shoot. I'm not going to keep tally or keep score like I did in my previous videos. Like I said, this is more of a one-on-one teaching tape. I won the first game, and this is the beginning of the second game, and this game he comes out a little bit more fired up. I'm going to be honest, I'm not talking trash when I say this. His offense is inept. You can pretty much see in the footage, so you can see why I'm sagging off myself in a lot of the possessions here. But, I'm not trying to say he's trash or anything like that, but if anything, I'm trying to conserve my energy. I don't believe in his shot. just like most people don't believe in my shot, and that's just what typically happens in basketball. So I sagged off on him, and I think he went up 6-0 to begin the game. But once I was able to catch my breath and begin in the second game here, once again, I kept him on my hip, kept him on my backside, shielded him away from the ball, step back splash. And then this one here was very contested. By this game, he started to realize, like, all right, I got to step up, but it didn't matter. He even had said something. He was like, wow, I can't believe he made that shot. And then he made that bucket there. I'm trying to speed through it because I don't want to take forever. I think right here it was 7-4. And when I made this bucket here, he clapped my hands at the end of, no, it's the next shot. It's the next one. Like, we're going to just rummage through this pretty quickly. On this one right here to make it 7-5, I need to go ahead and just let the original audio of the video go ahead and play, honestly. Because when I got this shot off here, and I told him before he even went, I said 5. He smacked my hand. He said, no way. And although this guy's a novice, I'm not going to sit here and brag and boast and say I can do this versus anybody, but I will say that I can make a lot of these types of shots on a regular because it's a combination of two things. A lot of players, when you play basketball, a lot of opponents, they love to sag, try to take away that layup, those inside shots. Me knowing that and also just taking the time to work on my mid-range game and my jump shot consistently has bred me to be this type of player.
I'll take what you give me. I'll let nobody talk me enough. Good.
Here, I just wanted to highlight the fact of how I'm just taking my time. I don't want to sit here and say play with pace, because that's a term you think about with, or organized basketball, something that you appreciate more in that facet. But on one-on-one, you certainly can play with pace because you have the entire court at your disposal. You're not worried about 5 defenders trying to take the ball away from you. There's so much space to operate in. So to me, if I have, any massive advice to give to any novices or, just anyone that's trying to get, their feet wet in the game and become better, you have to go out and get the reps in. You have to go out and get your shots up, and not for 10, 20 minutes a day. You have to go out there 2 hours minimum, in my opinion, at least 2. So, I'm not nothing special. This is just years of work going out there getting shots up. All right, again, it's your boy Mike. This is another installment of The Onus is on Us, and indeed, the onus is on us. Peace.